this is an update, long time coming, but it's finally here. The day the engine will be introduced to the Fairmont engine bay. So a lot of work has been done in preparation to this, and let me get started as to what's going on, especially with that right over there, the powertrain. So as everyone know, or if anyone that watches my channel, or if you are new to the channel, this is my Gen 2 Coyote engine. Now the engine was built by Mike at VMP. Mike put it all together. The block was sleeved properly by L&M Engines in Pennsylvania. Is it Pennsylvania or Jersey? I think they're in Pennsylvania. Sorry if I don't know exactly what state they're in, but who gives a shit. Then it was brought over to VMP, where Mike went ahead and installed the rotating assembly, the rods, the pistons. We used the stock crank. We double keyed the crank drive, basically this. Now we double keyed it for the rear feed setup that it used to have. So what's changed from then till now? Nothing, except I'm going to be using a Edelbrock supercharger, and this is what the front drive looks like for Edelbrock. A lot different than a Roush or VMP setup. Roush and VMP share the exact same drive. Now, why did I go with an Edelbrock front feed setup? Well, real simple. It's kind of the go-to method nowadays for power. The TVS rotors need as much air as they can get. Edelbrock has been doing it front feed for a while. Whipple then went ahead and did the same thing, and I guarantee you, and so did Roush. Roush did the same thing. And I guarantee Magnuson will probably be offering a front feed version of their 2650 rotor pack, probably through a private, like a private label deal, whether another company uses the Magnuson front drive 2650 with a custom lower. But I guarantee going forward, rear feed goes away for new setups and front feeds become the future. Trust me, I guarantee that everyone's gonna start going front feed, and that is no joke. And I think Magnuson would be a great person to get involved, but I'm gonna run an Edelbrock because it's made real good power on stuff that we've tuned. Now the biggest holdup was this, the 6R80. And yes guys, it's a 6R80 because it says 6R. There's been a lot of controversy as to 6R80s, whether they are actually called 6R80s, because I have a 4R200 hub, which is a hub, and the name was absolutely invented by Jake. It's not like Ford offered anything 4R200. The transmission name is determined by the case it's in. I'll give you an example. You have a T56 and you delete 6th and 5th, and you know, straight cut gear and all this crap. Is it still a T56? Yes, absolutely. But if you decide to call it a, T4, people are gonna go, what the hell is a T4? It's a T56 case, that's the thing. So what we did this time is something even more special, which I cannot talk about yet. But once we get into it, you'll understand why I went ahead and did it. It still is gonna run a Circle D 3C converter. But yeah, I guess the next update, oh, actually, sorry about that. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is the headers. Now, the headers that are gonna be used for this setup are from Ultimate Headers. People who make Ultimate Headers are the people that used to own Corsa back in the day. They went ahead and started offering headers specifically, like super specialized categories. So these headers fit a Fox body chassis with a 6R80. That's what they are specifically for. And they went ahead and got me all the hardware. I'm sure it's some kind of instructions or kind of outline of the product, and a cool little flange that goes here somewhere. You can bolt it up to the header and it'll show off the little Ultimate Header logo. So Ultimate Headers are gonna get used for the 6R80 swap because they are specific to the Coyote with a 6R80. If you look up Ultimate Headers anywhere on Instagram or anything like that, they have crazy fitments for crazy swaps. Camaro, LS, Coyote, early models, late model, they're gonna really start diving into a little bit of everything, and they provided the gaskets. But the next thing you'll see is the install. See how it looks in there? And I'll try to get you as many updates as I can. Look guys, I work a full-time job. I understand you guys are used to seeing people like Cletus get you update after update after update, but that's what they do for a living. I calibrate for a living, 8 to 10 hours a day. This is something I try to do on my off time. And I'm trying to have a social life at the same time. So let's see if we can get this engine installed. Okay, looks like the headers have been installed. Again, for those of you that are looking for a long tube header solution in a Coyote swap Fox body with a 6R80, this seems to be one of your better choices. But remember, this also is specific to the UPR K-member. So the company's called Ultimate Headers, and here's how they fit, just so you guys can take a peek. Here's the starter a little bit, there you go. That's probably gonna be the closest part, is the starter area. The rest seems to be pretty straightforward.
This what you want me to do. I might make the news. I got a side of hand and stick it like some glue. So baby, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm knowing this what you want me to do. I might make the news. I got a side of hand and stick it like some glue. So baby, ooh, ooh, ooh. Once I get inside it, you know I'm the truth. Start at 1, we don't end up out 2. And if I finish early, then it's round 2. So baby, ooh.
Okay, so it's Saturday here at, fuck me, Power by the Hour. And after taking this apart twice, so okay, quick story. Yesterday we had it all apart just like this, and we couldn't get it to fit. We were like, what's going on? What the fuck? And then Christian, nice guy that he is, came by, said, look, I'll help you out. We rigged it the proper way, and we come to find out that we think this is a small block Ford K-member because shit don't fit, not even close. Now, this is why. Take a look at this angle right here, up and over, but it goes kind of straight up. You see that? Luckily, we have a Coyote swap Fox body here. And take a look at this K-member, how it goes up later. See how the curvature goes up a lot later, and then it's slightly angled back. So we believe either this is an incorrect K-member that I received, which sucks, it's an oversight, but nevertheless, it's gonna be delayed because it's the wrong K-member for this setup. The reason I say that is, if you look at the other side, not even close. It looks like it's a small block Ford K-member, or I don't know, whatever. For whatever reason, it ain't hitting. The oil pan's hitting already, so, and it's the exact same oil pan that's in this car. That's what had me all screwed up. I thought it was an oil pan issue. I thought it was a engine mount issue, so I bought new motor mounts and everything, but at the end of the day, it's simply the wrong K-member. So, gotta wait, get another K-member. So, we'll see if I can get one here locally and keep going. If not, I'll reconvene back Monday. Okay, well, this is the reason I really like working with local companies and good companies in general. So I put the call out that I had an issue with my UPR K-member, and sure enough, Brian McCoy of UPR immediately told me, yo, get it down here, we'll get it cracking, get you all squared away. I went down there. I had to take the K-member off, so it looks like a stanced drift car or whatever the hell it is right now, but got it all squared away, got it all taken apart. It's not that bad to take it off on the ground, but definitely not ideal. So let's get this K-member installed, get it rolling again, just so that I have to take it all apart again and put the motor in it. But let's get that going. All right, finally, correct K-member installed. See how it's angled back a little bit? Very nice. Sucked doing it on the floor, but it got done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish the video here and get you the next video coming up, which will show the engine installed. A lot of little things going on with this car, a lot of little things I'm gonna have to go through, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to go through a couple other things to get it all squared away. But as of now, I'm hoping the whole process will be worth it. Just wanted to give you guys an update. I know you guys have been clamoring for an update. I hope this is enough to satisfy you guys, because it's been, you know, it's been a long road trying to get this thing squared away, but now it's coming together. Once the engine is in, control pack goes in, drive shaft, fuel system, start it up, see if we can make some power. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll talk to you later.